unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. I love being black.
All right, all right, all right. All right, people, we here today. We got a great discussion today. It's going to be a sensitive topic, but we'll get through it. Sensitive topic. We'll get through it, people. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is live, uncut, unedited. And this is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. That's what we do. All right. That's what we do. Come on in. We got an exciting show. Everybody know about the Frisco track meet where the African American male teenager killed another teenager. He was white, and there's a split on this. Some people say it's justified. Some say it's not justified. Some say he shouldn't have had a knife, and it's so much going on. But we're going to talk about both of these individuals. As I always say, people, there are no winners in this case. You have a person that is dead, that's never coming back. You have a person in jail. If he don't get legal representation, he might spend the rest of his life in jail. So there's no win either way. No win. Again, I want to give my condolences to the deceased, to the family of the deceased. So my prayer goes out, my heart goes out. This is an unfortunate situation. I know that's a probably affluent town. You probably don't see as much as we see here in the city of Chicago. Is normal here, but where you guys is probably not the norm. But again, I want to give my condolences to the family for the loss of your loved one. All right. We're going to have a show. We're going to have a call-in panel, and I need you guys to call in, and it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great show. And I guarantee you, you're going to see two sides. You're going to see two sides. You're going to see a black side, and you're going to see a white side. You're definitely going to see it. This is what a divide going. Then you're going to see some just like, well, you know what? Wrong is wrong and right is right. And that's what some people are going to say. But I'm going to put up the numbers so we can get rolling. And we're going to leave the numbers up on the screen so y'all can get them. All right. Somebody said, hey, LaDonna, faithful watching. All right, come on in, people. We're going to talk about it. I promise you I'm not going to be biased. I just want to know what happened. What are they saying and what the truth? I understand that when a person dies, especially here in the city of Chicago, if he's killed at the hands of law enforcement, the first thing they do, they dig up his background. They find any social media pictures and bring them up, especially if he had weapons or guns or anything, and they put that on the screen. That's their playbook. We've seen this over and over and over. That's the playbook. But if you're from Texas, you're welcome, more than welcome to call in, give us some information. Those that have some information that's on the ground. I am from Chicago, so I don't have a lot of information on this, but I know one fact. I know there's a person lost their life. That we do know that. And we don't glory when a person loses their life. So we got a call already. I'm going to start with a call already. Caller, we're going to let you start talking. So tell me what you know about this case and what you heard, caller. Area code 214. Hey, caller, how you doing? Caller? Area code 214. Hold on, caller. I'm sorry. Now go ahead. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead. So tell us what you know. What you heard.
I heard it. The kid that did the stabbing.
Okay. Hold it. You got a bad connection. So just do this. Take me off a speakerphone, take me off Bluetooth. If there's any audio device that you have on, turn it off or turn it all the way down. Because I want to hear what you have to say. Yes.
Can you hear me better now?
I hear you, but I want to be clear. Go ahead.
Okay, this is about as clear as it's gonna get right now, bro.
Is it, man? You in a bad area?
Yeah, I kind of am.
Oh, wow.
But I'll make it brief.
You know, listen, when you're doing a podcast, man, the audio is so important, man. It drives people when they can't hear you. It's so important. It's so important, man. It's so important. But I'm gonna try to listen to you, brother. I'm gonna try. Come on.
From what I heard, that these kids are familiar with each other. That one kid was on the track team.
Okay, hold it, brother. Can you stand outside or near the window or something? Will you get a better signal? Close to a window, because you're breaking up.
Hold on a second. Is that better?
Right there, right there.
I heard that the kids were familiar with each other, and this area where they were at is very affluent part of North Carolina.
Bro, that ain't gonna do it. I'm sorry, man. No, it's not okay. It's not gonna do it. When the audio is messed up, it's just not gonna do it, brother. I can't take it. I just can't take it. You know, it's not gonna do it. Okay, I would love to hear from you. Okay, try from another phone or something. Yeah, I can't take it, people. I got it. The audio got to be right, because the audio ain't right. It makes people not listen. So I want to, people call in. The number's on the screen. It's right up there. I want to hear. Yeah. Okay. We're going to, all right, we open up the phone lines. We're talking about the Frisco track meeting. The meet. We know about this African-American male teenager. Both of them was teenager, and the white teenager. They got into a fight. I'm hearing that he got jumped or something. He pulled out a knife and he killed the white person. So I want to find out what happened. Anybody know any details? Now, I got a screen up with some things that was supposed, they had some truths about them, but I'm ready for you guys to call in and tell me. And take in mind, I don't live in Texas. So I want to know, I want to hear from you guys. Yes, I've read some articles, and you know, things are unfolding as more things are coming out. All right. Miss Brown, I see you. Yeah, this is terrible, people. This is terrible. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the picture and do it that way. And I should be able to pull up the picture. Let me see. Yeah, I should be able to pull up the picture if I can find it. Yeah. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We're talking about the young man that was killed, stabbed at his school at a track meet. And that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. And I want to let's see, put up this media. All right, let's see. Pull this up. And I'm gonna put the slide up right now. Image, so we'll know. Image. Here it is right here. And put it right there. And right there. It should come up on the screen right there. All right. This is what we're witnessing right here. This is right here. This is all right. Okay. All right, we're waiting on them. We got a phone call now. People are going to call in. I need you guys to call in. This is what's going on. All right, let me put the number on the screen. Brother Ramsey, I see you. Granny G, I see you. Laura Reck, Martin, one of your subscribers said only black people should be. No, well, you could let white people can be in the chat because I know it's going to be two different opinions. I already know. I already know it's going to be two different opinions. Okay, we got a caller, people. All right, caller, 281 area code. Come on, caller.
Hey, what's up, Mark?
All right, so tell us what you know.
I got a couple people. Got a couple people in line with me right now.
Okay, well, let's hit somebody who's going to talk. Who's going to do the talking?
Right, we're gonna have you ready. He's gonna talk to you first.
No, you talk to him first. He didn't like my audio.
No,
he couldn't hear you audio, but he can hear you now.
First of all, bro, come on, you don't be like that. The audio is not right. It just don't sound right, brother. And he can't. I'm just. It's nothing personal. It's not. It's you still breaking up a little bit, but if you know.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say anything.
Oh,
I'm gonna listen. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Somebody
now,
go.
Now all of this happened. All of this happened up around the Dallas area, affluential area of Dallas, and this ain't nothing that weird.
Now yours acting up too. Hold on. Yours crackling. Yeah, a little bit. Hold on. Let me see. Let me sure there ain't none of mine here. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Again, like I was saying, this happened up in the affluential area up in Dallas,
okay,
northern suburb.
Okay, better.
And this ain't nothing that's new to us. This stuff like this happens all the time. And B Red was trying to make some very good points about the actual incident itself. Was it premeditated? Did he act in self-defense? Those things are very important when it comes down to an investigation like this. I'll just say for the family of the victim, sorry that happened, and family of the perpetrator, we're sorry that he had to even go through something like this. But to say this, unfortunately, these things happen like this all the time down here. They do. I think pretty much all around the country. But it's a high-profile case, and this guy's going to need a serious lawyer, because they're trying to paint him out as a villain, like he, into a whole bunch of stuff and this and that. He's supposed to have been a pretty good student in school. Academics was good. Just things that was conveyed to me. I don't know if it's true or not. But let's wake up, you all, and let's be real about it. That's a very fine line with law. It's very clear. If you use a weapon and the other person doesn't have a weapon, it's not a fair fight. However, if you're getting tossed around the room like this guy was getting tossed around the room, apparently this dude must have fear for his safety. Somewhere down the line.
You break it up again, brother. I don't know what you did wrong, but it was going perfect. You just
well, I haven't done. You have to understand, there's satellites that run these programs, especially on YouTube, and you're gonna have ins and outs. But
this ain't got this. Hold on. First of all, this is not on YouTube. This is a totally different app than YouTube, my brother. I'm just letting you know. I told you the other day.
Still, you still have. But communications are run through satellites. I can't correct that. All I can do is continue to say what I'm saying. And all I'm saying to you, Martin, is let's not be blind. This happens all over the United States, especially with an African American. Now, whether he was trying to protect himself or not, this happens all the time. And, how do we protect ourselves in a world that don't want us?
Oh, okay. Well, just hold it, brother. Hold it, man, because it's irritating me that you're breaking up, man. I know it's out of your control. I know that. Just hold it for a minute. Let me try to get some more calls. Just stay on the line. Don't go nowhere. Listen, people, call in 872-299-0808. 872-299-0808. I want to hear from you. Is this self-defense or not? And actually, it's not really the court of a public opinion doesn't matter. Is what the law says. So if you can justify this within the law of Texas, then we can see how he should be charged. Because a lot of us we use street justice, and I'm not saying this is street justice the case, but there's no rules in fighting when you're in the street. Now, no disrespect to the deceased family and all that. No,
Martin, but the only people that can speak on
bruh.
that is someone that's from Texas.
No,
That's the only one that can speak on that.
brother. I asked you to hold on, okay? I'm trying to get another caller.
Yes, you did.
I asked you to hold on. Now I'm gonna put you on mute for a minute, and I'll come right back to you, man. Okay. You know what? Matter of fact, won't you do me a favor? Won't you just hang up and recall back again? Do that. Then I'll get you because I got.
Yeah, I can do it, Martin.
Do that. Do that right there. Stop right now. Wherever you at right now, that sound much better. Say something to me.
I said, all right. Martin,
You're not breaking up.
Like I
Now,
said,
right there, you're not breaking up. What I'm saying right there, you're not breaking up. Okay. Go now. You go ahead and finish talking. 281. Go ahead. Stay right where you at. Don't move.
I haven't moved this first time. I mean, all I'm saying is,
I'm telling you on this end, brother. On this end, I'm trying to tell you. I'm not. It is nothing personal. Trust me. I want to hear from you. And Texas people are not the only one can speak on this too as well. Okay. But I do want to hear from the Texas people. Go ahead.
Is the phone breaking up again? Is everything clean and clear?
It's kind of crappy. So, just hold on.
Is everything clean and clear?
No. Hold it. Just hold it for a minute. Hold it for a minute. Okay. $36.99. Come on, caller. $36.99. What's your?
Martin.
Hey, how you doing?
Martin.
Good.
I believe it was self-defense, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, you know what? Do me a favor. Hold on a minute. It might be my phone. Just stay on the line. I'm finna hang up and call back in again because it could be my connection. Okay, just hold on, people.
Okay.
Just hold on. Okay, I'm gonna call back in because it could be my phone. It may not even be their phone. Period. All right. Let me call back in. Let's see. Because she was breaking up too as well.
Hey, caller. This is Martin G, a.k.a. the Crime Chaser.
Live, uncut,
unedited broadcast.
Hold on a minute,
Before
people.
you speak, please turn down all your audio. Please turn them off or down. And do not have us on speakerphone so we won't have an echo. And we'll be with you shortly. Thank you so much.
At the tone, please record your name for announcement.
Crime Chaser. All right. Okay. All right. 30. Okay. $36.99. Come on. Let me see how you sound. Might be my phone. Go ahead. 36. Go ahead.
I believe that it is self-defense, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Based off of what-
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. It's not. You know what I think it is. You know
Can
what?
you hear me, Martin?
Yeah, I hear you, but it's got to be on this end because everybody that called in is they breaking up. I don't know what it is. I can hear you. Go ahead, try it again.
Am I choppy?
Yeah, you choppy. It might be this line. It may not be you. I mean, it may not be your line. It could be the system. So what I'm going to do, I tell you what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to end it. No, I'm not going to end it live. I'm going to exit out of it. I'm going to ask you to hang up and call back. I'm going to put the live back. I'm going to just redo the app. Maybe and then I need to do that. Okay, you call back. Both callers call back. All right. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right, people. Let's do it this way. All right. I'm sorry, people. I'm like y'all, but I can't stand no choppy. I can't stand no choppy thing. When it's choppy, it bothers me. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. No, I won't do that. I'll move that over here. All right. All right, I'm sorry, people. I am so sorry. This is a good. Why is it breaking up? You know, we want to hear what the people got to say. Why Natalie says this happened in my community, and this is not a black or white thing. It's very simple. Carmelo was wrong in the place, wrong in the place with a knife at a school track meeting during school hours. Okay, all right, all right. This is not a black and white versus issue. He pulled a knife out when no one else had a weapon. He's going to jail guilty. Okay. All right. Now, if you notice, the white people and the black people they're gonna see it different. They're gonna see it different. So don't get upset because we got some white folks on here and we got some black folks on here. Black people see it different. So don't get upset. Just call in. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right, Natalie again. She said, not self-defense. He did it and he admitted. I read 7 pages of arrest report. Okay, well, you definitely can't deny that he didn't do it. His witnesses out there. So that was never a problem. That definitely was never a problem. Yeah. All right. Now, no prior beef between the two have been reported. They went to 2 different high schools in the same district. Okay. All right. All right. Somebody said, exactly, Martin. Anyone can speak. I live here in Texas, Frisco, Texas. So sad. It is sad. It's no winners, people. It's no winners in this. There's no winners. There's no winners in this. Yeah. It's definitely no winners in this, people. And fortunately, I live in a place where there is a lot of shooting and killing. It's the norm where I come from, and I'm quite sure I heard some great reports about this gentleman here as well, the one that did the killing. And they said he was a smart guy and all that. But, things happen, people. Things happen. So I'm not really here to comment. I just want to hear what the people have to say. That's what I want. I want to hear. Okay. So, all right. So I'm just here. We just got another caller. Let's see. Let's see if he came in yet. All right.
OJ.
Yeah.
Has joined.
And that's strange. Go ahead, OJ.
Can you hear me loud and clear now?
Yeah, I hear you. But you know what? It might be the app. It's probably not even your phone. It's probably the app. It's probably the app. People.
Also, it's still chopping. It's still chopping and everything.
Yeah, but see, you know what? It does that when you get a real hot topic, man. Ain't nothing but the devil. That's all it is, because they don't want us to talk about it.
It may not even. It may be something as simple as restarting your motor. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all.
Well, it ain't got nothing to do with my internet working fine. My internet working fine. It's working fine. It's working fine. I mean, it's not buffing or anything. It's just this is a totally different app from what I'm on now.
But you know what's interesting though, Martin? I can hear you clearly. I don't have any shake or anything like that. Before I was hearing a whole bunch of shaking and everything, but I don't hear any of that now.
Well, I hear it. Well, okay. Now, go. Somebody say something. Just go ahead and say something, bro. Let me see. We're gonna try to work this out. Because you know what? Listen to a podcast is the audio is not right. It turns people off and they leave. I already know it. I've been doing it since the pandemic. But go ahead.
No, I understand. I be as brief as I can as possible, like we said before. This is something that we should be not shocked about. Mark. I mean, we're shocked that this happened to this young man. We're shocked that it happened to the victim. We're shocked that it happened, that it keep on happening and keep on happening and keep on happening. But when are we going to wake up and stop letting people make us examples? We have to be smart too. We have to stop making ourselves examples to set examples. We have to stop. And this happened in an influential area of northern suburb of Dallas. And I'm in Houston. He read us up in Dallas area. He can speak more on that than I can, but I'm saying that to say this here. Again, this ain't nothing new for us people that look like us. This happens all the time. There's a fine line. The law is very clear. If you pick up a weapon, it's intent. If you pick up a weapon, it's intent. But what made this kid think that he had to have a weapon just to even be in school?
Okay. I want to ask somebody a question. Those of you know, is it illegal to carry a pocket knife? I got a knife right here on my camera, right here. This thing is no longer than my finger, right here on the screen. Is this illegal to carry in school, or I don't know what the laws are in Texas are? Is this illegal? I don't know. I'm just asking.
4 fingers. If anything is longer than 4 fingers, it's
No.
But Martin, you already answered your question. You know damn well you can't carry a pocket knife in Illinois. You know that.
No, I'm not talking about Illinois, sir. I'm talking about Texas. I'm asking anybody from Texas. I'm asking what is the law. I'm not going on a court of public opinion. So you know what I'm saying? I'm asking. We got different laws here in Texas and Illinois. That's what I'm asking about.
Nothing at school.
Okay. Anybody know what the law says?
That's everywhere. That's nationwide.
Okay.
Nothing at school. Illinois, it doesn't matter. It's federal law. You cannot have a weapon on school property. Period.
Okay. No mace?
Period.
No mace?
Not at school.
Okay.
Nothing at school.
Well,
This is school.
All right. Well, let me ask you guys another question. Is fighting allowed in school?
No.
Oh, it happened.
No, that ain't what hold it. That's not what I asked. I said, is fighting allowed in school, on school property?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. That's all. See, I'm doing it. I'm doing this for a reason, y'all. I'm just doing this for a reason. Trust me. I'm not on nobody's side, nothing. But I'm doing this to make us think, people. Now, I don't want us just grab an opinion because we have a person dead. Yes, we have a person dead. Now, do anybody know, was there any words exchanged before fighting happened? Anybody know that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there were words exchanged, but we can only imagine what the words were exchanged. You can assume we can only imagine, but of course it was the words exchanged, bro. What do you think somebody's gonna call you down here in Texas, man? Think they're gonna call you, hey buddy, you're a good looking guy. Or they're gonna call you what you think they're gonna call you.
I don't know. We got to go on facts here, brother. We're just not assuming,
They tried to verbally and physically remove this kid from.
Okay, did they have a right to do that? Did they have a right to do that, people?
They tried to police them. No. They tried to police like they can do sometimes. They tried to police something that wasn't there just the police.
Okay.
That's facts.
Okay.
And whatever they said these kids were known to be, it was 2 of them against him. And he told them, don't put your hands on me or else. Now, this is all what's been documented by the press down there on TV. Don't know if none of that is the truth because they're not trying, you can tell they're not trying to show these kids as equals because they are. They live in the same neighborhood, went to the same school, both play football, both good kids.
Okay.
And that's also a fact. You are actually looking at 2 American kids. 2 American high school kids, both of them. Good kids. Look at them. Look at these kids you got up on your screen, man. They are the same. And the only difference to separate these kids is the color of their skin, not money in this situation. These boys live in the same neighborhood. And all those houses out there, 700,000 plus. Average median income for that area, probably 170,000 a family. Oh, it's affluent. And they both going to school in the same district, just different high schools. So you are actually looking at, I want America to really see this, you are actually looking at the same damn kid.
You can flip the script. You don't know who stands who. And one of them is a mugshot, so you know they're trying to make it look bad. They didn't want to put him in a football uniform like they did the other kid on some other pictures, but you are looking at the same child. Financially, education-wise, same school district. These kids are 100% equal, except they're going to go into the unequal justice system.
Okay. I have another question.
This one here is going to suffer.
He's going to suffer. I have another question.
He's going to break his parents.
I've read some comments, and I've read comments, you know, I go across social media. Somebody said that Carmelo could have walked away. He could have avoided this. He could have walked away.
We've been walking away from
hold on, sir. Sir, hold it. Don't get excited. Just hold it. They say he could have walked away. They're talking about the black young man. They say he could have walked away, and all this could have been avoided. Then also, someone said, if the gentleman right here, I think his name is Caleb or something, the white teenager, okay, he shouldn't have put his hands on the black guy, and none of this would have happened because he was warned. So it could have went either way, either way. Now, is it right that this young man hit a knife and stabbed this white guy? I would say no, I would say no. Then the question was being posed too, on some of the comments that I was reading. They were saying, well, why would he have a knife? Why would he have a knife in his backpack? And that's a good question. Why would he have a knife? I don't know. Now, I did hear that he got jumped. I don't know how true that is. And they broke his cell phone. That's what I'm hearing. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm quite sure there's had to be some type of video around because young folks, they love the video. They love these phones. Trust me, it had to be something.
They will kill you over these phones.
Yeah. So I'm quite sure there's some video footage of this situation outside of him just being stabbed, probably when it escalated. I'm quite sure it is. But the video footage might tell us another story. That can happen, people. So people, don't be surprised if a twist come in this story. I'm just saying, I wasn't there, but don't be surprised.
Let's say that's true, Martin. But watch this here. The same game your brother was in, they chased my ass from school all the way home all the way to school. And I had to carry a knife every day. The same game your brother was in, and you knew it. Chased my ass home from school and back from home. Or through school back to home. And I had to carry a knife. It's unfortunate. Thank God I didn't have to never use it. It's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, let's stop acting pretending like this is something new to us.
But listen, brother, it's nothing new to me. But in that community, it may be new to them. That's all I'm saying. See, some people don't live in this type of element. They don't live, it's nothing new to me. It's normal. It's normal.
When Ice Cube made that track "Fuck the Police," it put everybody on notice.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, let me put you on hold, man. Let me go to the next caller.
This particular situation.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Particular situation.
Yeah.
I've lived here, and I know what it's like to be a black kid living and going to school in the suburbs. Because the fact of the matter, these are facts in my life. When I got to school in Grand Prairie, Texas in 1976, it was an affluent area similar to this, but more rural. There was three black kids in our whole elementary school. These situations now, when you're looking at these two children, because this is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking at these two children, and then everything being equal, we're going to really see if stand your ground really means something, because he was under no obligation to move 1 inch from where he was standing or sitting. Not 1 inch. And that's Texas law. He did not have to move nowhere. He's only get to 10 years for the possession of the weapon on a public school ground. That's a given. That's straight up. He got that case.
Okay.
But
okay.
this here situation is going to get really ugly, because I think until you put the pictures of these kids side by side, bro, I never caught the dynamic of it. I think these kids live in the same affluent neighborhood. Damn, they both their parents making money. They live in good schools. And I was telling Sarge this, days ago. I can't understand why these kids come from with these mentalities after the suburbs when they don't have to. These kids ain't under the same kind of pressure that the kids in Inglewood are. I promise you that. The knife ain't gonna cut it.
Okay.
You might well leave that in your pocket. But if this comes out, Martin, I will let you know. And this his story is going to get really crazy.
Yeah, well, I guarantee you.
Kids, we really pushing our lives to get our kids in these situations, in good schools, in good neighborhoods.
I need you to hold it right there, brother. I got a couple more callers. Don't go nowhere. I'm put y'all on mute. Don't go nowhere.
I'm done.
Okay. All right. Okay, go ahead, Marcus.
Well, Martin, it sounds to me like maybe this kid was being bullied by this other kid. I don't know. I wonder, had Carmelo told any of the officials at the school what was going on, what led up to this? The whole thing is sad, and unfortunately, this young black man is gonna be made an example before the whole country.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering, was it any racial slurs used?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
This kid?
I don't know. It's remained to be.
It sounded like he was being bullied, and he got fed up. He brought a knife to school. All else had failed. He probably told the teachers, and they didn't do nothing. And he brought a knife to school to handle his business.
Wow.
And it cost, and unfortunately, it was a bad choice that he made, but it was also a bad choice on the boy that was messing with him.
Okay.
You talked about bullying on your show before, and that could be the case. That's how a lot of kids in this city are getting shot, because they picking with the wrong kids and they pissing them off.
Right. Well, hold on, Marcus. Hey, Howard, I'm not ignoring your calls. I got you. I got one of our old neighborhood person, OJ, from the hood. Used to live right around where Carl Jones and live at Howard Hawkins. So you probably remember if you see a picture of him. But anyway, I understand something. But people. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I got it. Let me see. I think I got it on the screen right here. Let me pull this up. All right. Now, on the screen right here, let me pull it up. Let me put it up on the screen. On the screen. Oh, my God. How did I mess it up? I did mess it up. Hold on. I want to put it on the screen. I had some on the screen for us, and I erased it. Hold on. Let me get it back, y'all. I had some on the screen for us, and it was going to tell us a little bit about this young man. Okay, here it is. This is me right there. That ain't what I want. Let me go to this. All right, go to this page, and all right. Here's this. We're going to talk about the one that's alive right now. That's what we're going to do. And I want to bring up some point. A person put up a post today about Carmelo, about a little bit about his background. So we want to do that. All right. I think this is it right here. Let's see. I had it ready. Well, they said, all right, hold on. I want to pull up a little bit so we can know a little bit about, and that's what the law enforcement does too. When they arrest you, they look up your background, people. And a lot of us, we get mad about that, but it is the truth. All right, let me find that. Oh, where is it? Don't want me to show it, people. What's going on? Okay. All right. Here it is right there. All right. Here it is. Right. I think this is it. I'm almost there, people. Okay, here it is. All right, let me put it up on the screen and make it. All right, it says the story of Carmelo Anthony, the teen accused of stabbing a classmate to death at a track meeting, is taking an interesting turn. A man by the name of Kevin Hayes makes an astonishing accusations about Metcalf twins. Below is what he posted on Facebook. The truth about Carmelo, listen up, people. Let's set the record straight. Enough with this misinformation. Let's talk about facts. It is normal for students from different schools to gather under another tent. Carmelo had friends there. He wasn't trespassing or looking for trouble. Number two, the claim that one of the twins had never seen Carmelo before, a blunt lie. Number three, no student has the right to remove another student from the school-owned tent. The school owns the tent, not the twins. Carmelo is a track athlete. The twins are not. He wasn't even expecting to see them there. Now, here's what they don't want you to know. The twins didn't just ask him to leave, they tried to jump him. Before attacking him, they tried to take his belongings, broke his phone, and stomped on it. The twins are known bullies. So ask yourself, if two 200-pound attackers came at your child, what would you expect them to do? I guess him to do. And yet, despite everything the media is trying to destroy Carmelo's name, they keep posting a picture of him with a airsoft gun, not even a real firearm, to manipulate the public perception. Why? Because they want to paint him as a criminal instead of a victim. Let's talk about who's Carmelo really is. A respectful, well-mannered young man, a 4.0 student with multiple college offers, a kid with zero criminal history, not even a blemish, a son raised in a loving home by parents who taught him right from wrong. A life was lost, and that is tragic. But what also tragic is the way the media is twisting the story to fit their own agenda. Carmelo defended himself against violence, a violent aggressive. This is not a crime. Do not let the media race bait you. Do not let them manipulate the facts. Justice will prevail. Anthony is charged with first-degree murder. All right, there's some pictures right there. So I didn't write this, people. I got this off somebody's page. I'm on another person's page. So I just want to let you know this is not coming out of my mouth. This is what was wrote on social media. So I don't want nobody to say, Mark, you're being biased and you're being one-sided. But okay, Marcus, what does you have to say about this?
Well, let me say this. Isn't this a repeat of something that we used to? The media always demonizing black children rather than get the facts. They're demonizing this boy. And the first thing they're going to do is go look on their Facebook page, hoping they can see one of them with a gun in their hand or throwing up gang signs. They are not fair. The media, and we shouldn't expect the media, because who controls the media? White people control the media. Even though you have black media out here, they control what is called quote unquote mainstream media, and they're demonizing this boy. Then the black community should be outraged with the way it's being reported and call those networks and tell them to start reporting the facts. They always go grab one of our kids and plaster them all over the news and paint this demonized picture of them. And people shouldn't be falling for it. This is blatantly racism. Actually, he should be let go for defending himself.
What would you do? Two twins coming at you. And I just thought about that. That they weren't going to the same school. Man, we have kids that come up to track meets and basketball games right here in Chicago, and they're not from the same school. What right do anybody have to bully somebody else or come at somebody? They did all of that. He should have. I'm sorry, Martin. He should have used whatever necessary force he needed to use to defend himself. Unfortunately, it was a knife, and a life was lost. And that person is responsible for the loss of their own life. That's hey. It's just like one of those guys running up on you on the train and they try to rob you, and unfortunately one of them get killed because you was protecting yourself.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Okay, thank you. Hold on. All right, we got Sarge next. Come on, Sarge.
All right. Hey, well, initially I just called in to see about giving you a sound check, but Marcus sounds completely clear.
Oh,
so
you sound clear too.
Whatever the problem
was. Yeah, you sound clear
okay,
too.
So that's two in a row. So it's got to be something else. Yeah, that was initially, I was like, well, let me get a brother a sound check. Now, where I'm coming from with the whole shebang is this, all right? Where's all those Benjamin Crumps and Al Sharptons and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Where they at? See?
Well, what do you mean where they at?
Be all about, where they at. Had that been an opposite situation, had it been the black kid got killed, Benjamin Crump and all the rest of the doggone cronies would have been all in Texas, no justice, no peace, and all this other sloganism and all that, right? This could literally be a situation of it was a 2-on-1. He was defending himself, right?
Right.
Just like Ahmaud Arbery, right here in Georgia. But are they involved in trying to give their presence with what they have as of what they can get done with the press, with the dollars that they have? And
well, let me just say this, Sarge. Let me stop it. Let me just stop you right here, brother. To my knowledge, this is not a civil rights case. This is a criminal case right now. It's been investigated as criminal. Nothing civil yet. It's criminal. Okay. So you wouldn't. Okay, hold it. No, hold on, brother. We're not talking about Mark Arbery. We talking about this case right here. So I don't need you to go to the left. We got to kind of stay with the topic. Now, this is what we're talking about, and I understand exactly what you said. If the tables return, but if you've been on here and listening, following the story, somebody was warned. Somebody was warned. He told you, you put your hands on me, you touch me, you're gonna find out. So that should have signaled them, let them know, okay, this guy's ready for us today. Now I don't know what the background, the history of neither one of these young men. I heard they both was amazing people, according to what I read. But it sounded like it was some bullying going on. That's what it sounded like to me. Yeah. Now,
and that's the same thing it sounds like to me.
Right, so I'm talking about this case. You went to talk about something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is this: you got a 2-on-1 situation. You have all of these people, these brown faces in high places. They're not even coming and trying to find out what's going on because it's not an easy win. See.
But Sarge, again, this is not civil. This is criminal, okay? When you see the Al Sharptons and the Ben Crumps, that's civil most of the time. Especially Ben Crump, it's civil. This is criminal. A life has been lost with a stabbing. It's a homicide as of right now, They charge this young black man with first-degree murder. That's what they charge with. His bond is $1 million. Now, so that's what it is. Let's stay close to the facts. So that's when you see them guys come. When it's civil. When it's civil, okay? All right, that's all. I ain't trying to jump down your back, but okay. Okay.
No, I'm saying if that's the way you see it, that's the way you see it.
No,
But,
I'm just sticking with the facts. I mean, that's when they come out. When Ben Crump and them come out, they come out for a civil case. That's what they come out for, a civil.
Right, but the thing is this, civil rights. Okay, Martin, what I'm trying to get at is this. It's only a civil rights situation if somebody white kills somebody black, but if somebody black kills somebody white, it's not a civil right?
No, that's not it. Well, do you know what a civil case mean? A suit. Right? You know,
yeah,
okay.
Civil, yeah,
You can have a person that's an employee of McDonald's and kill a customer, and they both could be black. That's a civil rights right there. That's a lawsuit. That's criminal and civil because you can sue the company. So what I'm saying, so don't, brother, I know where you're trying to go, and I ain't trying to go there with you, but I know where you're trying to go.
No,
I know where you're trying to go. I know.
Honest.
Right. I know where you're trying to go.
Honest.
Yeah. Yeah, because they,
I'm being honest. Now, you got a young man that
they
was
both
getting jumped by two.
Yeah.
He got jumped by two individuals that, from what rumor has, says they were known bullies, right?
That's what they say.
So he defended himself, right?
I
Which
guess
they got
so.
the Castle Doctrine in Texas, the same as Georgia. You do not have a duty to retreat. You can defend yourself, right?
All right.
Okay. That being what it is, that's perfect for people to get involved and be like, hey, look, if it was them, it would seem different. What, we don't have the right to the Castle Doctrine to defend ourselves?
Well, yeah, but let me just say
That's
this,
what
bro.
I'm saying.
Let me just say this, brother. And you might not admit it, but we're not treated fairly when it comes to the American justice system here in the United States.
I know we're not. That's
Okay.
This is a good case
yeah.
for it.
Yeah, it is. It's a good, but also,
it's a
but
great case.
it's very sensitive, and a life was lost. Both of these guys had a great future ahead of them. Both of them had a.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah,
we know this, Martin. This is a great case to set a precedent for blacks have the equal rights under the law to protect themselves against aggression, just like the Black Panthers were like, we ain't getting beat down no more. The law says we have the right to A, B, C, D, and E. And as the Black Panthers, we are going to utilize our protections under the law as American citizens like everybody else. And that's when everything went haywire. That's when all these other new laws start coming into place. Like, check this out. And then I'm going to drop the mic.
Please do.
It'll be off, but I'm going to drop the mic. You never heard of nothing called domestic violence laws until OJ chopped up that white woman in 1994. Then all of a sudden now you got felony domestic violence. Check that out. Black folk better wake up.
Okay, bro. All right.
That's it.
All right, come on, 9433.
Hey, Martin, how you doing?
Great.
It's sad because both lives is lost, and yeah, it was a bully situation, but they gonna treat the black boy different because of his skin color.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So two lives was lost because don't nobody win up in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's a sad situation because he was supposed to tell somebody and he probably get warn somebody. But being bullied is not cool at all.
Mm, okay. Well, now let me just say this. I notice most white people see it different than black people. You can look at some of the comments. You got some black people see it the way white people see it, and some of us, black people look at it as, hey, he was protecting himself, defending himself, and he had to do what he had to do. Now the brother said it earlier, the first callers. He said that you cannot carry a weapon inside of a school in the state of Texas. That's not allowed. But I asked him a question: is fighting allowed? Fighting is not allowed as well, but it happens. It happens. So both of these young men had a great future ahead of themselves. Fortunately, one is dead and one's still alive. But his life might depend on, they got a GoFundMe. I think they raised over 200,000, not a GoFund, but it was a fundraiser. And I raised over $200,000 for Carmelo. So people see it both ways. Some folks say, well, I would have did the same thing. If he'd have just walked away and didn't go into the tent, this would have never happened. Then people say, well, if the twin didn't jump on him, this would have never happened. So it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on. Right. But go ahead, my dear sister, if you want to say something else. I'm sorry. Because this is nothing new to us, people. This is nothing new. We see this all the time. Especially if you live in Chicago, we see this all the time. People getting stabbed and shot, and all the babies getting shot. This is nothing new to us. Yeah. And unfortunately, like the brother said, you got two young men right here that's smart, intelligent, live in an affluent neighborhood, loving parents. And this is unfortunately, this had to happen. So all these accusations is just alleged. We just waiting on some footage and witnesses and all. There's a lot of stuff going on. But let me go back to my my first call, and see what they have to say. Is there anything else you guys want to say? 281? 281.
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell y'all, it's y'all phone. Hey, hold on. Let me say something. It's y'all phone that's breaking up because everybody else's phone is clear. But go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Talk.
Our phone is breaking up?
Yeah, it's y'all phone. Yep. Everybody else talk, it came in clear. Sarge came in, Marcus came in clear, and the young lady.
I'll tell you what, this is what we'll do. Martin. We'll let someone else take our slot. We'll come back.
Okay. I'll put you up. Okay. All right.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah. So the worst thing when you have a podcast, when that sound ain't right, boy, it's very. All right. So a lot of people say, well, this is not a black and white issue, but they're going to make it. They're going to put a twist on it. They're going to put a twist on it. Trust me. Going to put a twist on it. For real. They're going to put a twist on it. All right. Carrie says, those two boys was bullying him. They took his phone and broke it, and they tried to make him leave the park. One of those boys have a picture online calling black boys the N-word with an automatic rifle in his lap. Wow. See, they don't want that to get out. Wow. See, people, we in denial. Racism is real. It's real. We got another caller. It's real, people. It's real. Racism is nothing but hate. That's all what it is. Sherry done been putting good comments in here. Put good comments. He did walk away. Alston Metcalf grabbed his book bag, and Metcalf was the aggressor. Yeah. Okay. All right. We got a new caller, people. Let's see who this caller called in.
Has joined
All right. Hey, caller, 270.
Hey, Martin.
All right. What's your comment? Let's hear it. I'm ready to
Can
hear
you
it.
hear me?
Loud and
Okay.
clear.
All right, great. I'm just going to say when you say our people,
Mm.
honey, this affects us all.
I know it
I
does.
mean,
Well, what I
I
mean, can I
understand.
clarify myself when I say our people?
Of course.
We're used to those of us that grew up in these high crime areas and these impoverished areas. We're used to seeing things like this, so we're not so we used to babies getting shot and this happen. It just and I'm not saying that it don't affect others. I'm not saying that, but it's just something we accustomed to. Those of us that live in these type of areas. But go ahead, 270. Go ahead.
I, I, I understand what you're saying. I don't even want to act like I know what you all have been through.
Mm.
But what I'm saying is, in the United States, okay, we are all a community and a family, and that's the way that we should
OJ,
speak to each other.
Red.
I joined
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Go ahead. That was the call coming in. Go ahead.
because now all we can talk about is the race thing.
Mm.
It wouldn't have mattered if what color they were. This is a horrible tragedy
Yes, it
for
is.
all of us.
Yes, it is.
And I don't know how to say this.
But
I
say
just
it.
want you people, I don't want any, I don't want there to be that feeling like, oh, you guys just don't understand because you hadn't been through it. Okay? Because these are young boys. I look at both of these boys the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
The exact same. Okay? And yes, they're not the same. I understand the strife and well, not from a personal point,
Mm-hmm.
but people that have been through it, that I've seen, that I know, that, I live in a small town. I stay in a small town on purpose, but I'm in West Kentucky. The
Mm-hmm.
gangs of Memphis and Nashville are in my little town. I mean, there's been shootings and killings. There was a Mexican that killed a whole family of 4 people here in my town. So when you just leave the race out there for it, that's not covering the worst part of what it is. And that is the godlessness part of it. These kids have not been raised.
Well, we compared the two. They both live in an affluent neighborhood. They both are excellent students. Um, they both are
Right.
athletes. We do know that. To my knowledge, neither has been locked up for any crimes or anything. So they're definitely we see that, but we know we're living in America and we're not living in a fair world. The racism do exist and it does have its role. And and I understand when whites come, they say, well, you guys shouldn't feel that way, but you can't tell us how we feel. I mean, we understand your
I'm not
concern.
trying to.
No, I'm just saying, but I know. But let me
I'm
just say this. I
absolutely
know. I
not
mean,
trying to
like I
try to.
said earlier, there's no winners in this case, period. Both of these young
Exactly. I'm
men,
here to support.
right? Both of
I'm here
these,
to support, and
yeah, go ahead.
the person that commented on the screen. See, same thing. It doesn't matter what I ever say or how I really feel inside. It's like, hell no, you ain't got no love for us.
Hmm.
Hey, what? How
I'm
do you?
but we see
Because
America,
I'm white?
yeah, but
Is it because I
America,
was born white?
yeah, but see, no one, no
Really?
one, no one has control what parents or what ethnicity they's born to. We have no control over that. But my thing is, we living in a real world and we see things. Now, we know,
I get it.
we know is hate. The hate is real. We know that this young African American teenager is going to get railroaded if he don't get a good legal counsel. We know that. He's going to get lost, excuse my street term,
Absolutely.
in the sauce without.
I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing with any of this,
Mm.
okay? I'm not disagreeing with any of it. You can't have these kids taking weapons to school,
That's correct.
period. Okay?
That's
That
correct.
that's
That's wrong. That's wrong. I
and
agree.
no, you can and no, you cannot. The castle doctrine is your home. The castle doctrine does not apply at a private community school or whatever. That's a completely different thing. And what my question was, and I wish somebody would answer, is that was there prior beef? Did they compete against each other before? Was there something, yeah, they can go out in and out of each other's tents. You see that camaraderie. What happened before?
Mm. Maybe somebody want to answer that. Anybody want to answer that? Answer the question. Answer the question again. So I got to open up my line. So maybe see who want to answer the question. She asked a question. People, did you guys hear the question?
What was the question?
Okay, repeat the question 270 for me, please. Thank you.
Did they have prior beef? Had they competed against each other before?
I think the prior beef that they had was the color of their skin and the history behind all of the stuff that they have to endure every day. It may sound cheap to say, and it may sound bad to say, but at the end of the day, that's the beef.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Okay. All right. Well, we got it.
Do I need to expound anymore?
Expound it. She want to know. Expound.
Here. Yeah, tell me.
That's clear as day.
Okay. Well, I got another caller.
So it's just about race.
She said, "Is it just about race?" Caller 281.
It could be a numerous.
It's okay, Martin. Your subs are telling it.
Okay.
Nobody's listening to me.
Okay, just hold on. I got another caller just called. Okay. Let's see what she has to say. Hey, caller, 6544. I think it's Sherry. Hey, Sherry. How you doing?
Hey, Martin. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
To the lady that is called, I'm assuming she's Caucasian. That's correct?
Yes.
I'm right here, honey.
Yes.
I am.
Okay, ma'am. With all due respect.
Yes.
And I don't want you to take offense, but I need you to hear me what I'm about to say to you.
Yes, please.
There are many in your race that feel that they have a right to come in Black spaces and tell us how we should feel and what it should be when we're the ones that have the history of what it ain't. By all accounts, these young men, the young man that was stabbed to death and his brother has reported to have a history of bullying this young man. Okay? They were at a park. I'm not sure if the park was close to the school. I haven't got that far. I really just started paying attention to this story. But his lawyer put out a statement earlier today because we all know these right-wing social media spots, as well as these news outlets like Fox News and the rest of them, are trying to paint this young Black man as a hoodlum, a gangbanger, and a menace, and he's not. He's a star student athlete by all accounts. He has a 4.0 GPA. He has no history of any type of violence or any type of crime on his record. It was purported that these two young men had a history of bullying him, and on this particular day, they tried to make him leave the park. One of them grabbed the young man's phone and actually broke his phone. They took it and stomped it on the ground and everything. And by all accounts, they were trying to fight him that day, and he, did what he had to do to defend himself. Also, it's noted that these two young men they are also athletes, and they're purportedly they supposedly weigh like 200 pounds each. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. If that's my son, and these two white boys are sitting up here constantly bullying my son, then my son is going to do whatever he needs to do to get them up off of him, and may the best man win. In this case, the young man got the one up on him, but we're also talking about the state of Texas. And like Martin just said, if his family doesn't have a good attorney, that state is going to try to railroad that young man. Okay? And this is also why I say to Black people, when they get affluent, they want to move around these type of people and put their kids in these types of situations. And we need to rethink that. I understand about wanting to have the best and wanting our children to be in good schools. But we need to start creating our own dynamic, because at the way that this country is going, they are going to do everything they can to try to get rid of us one by one, those of us who won't comply or conform. So I need you to understand that you need to stop believing everything that you're listening to. I'm not sure where you get your news from, and I'm not going to assume where you get your news from.
You haven't heard me say anything. You haven't heard me say anything other than just asking questions and being.
Well, you ask questions, but you also tried to imply when you first called that it wasn't about race. Yes, it very well was about race.
No. What I said, the first thing I said, and this is what I wanted Martin to know, is that I did understand, and that I care for I don't know what to say anymore, because any word I use is wrong. So,
well,
I'm just
you want to
going
know how you can help situations like this?
Yes.
Talk to your people. Talk to your people and educate your people. That's the best thing you all can do, is talk to your people and educate them. Because 9 times out of 10, oftentimes when white folks insert themselves in these types of spaces, they don't.
Are you talking about me being here?
In part, I am, because of what you said when you got on here. Now, with that being said, you're saying that, you're interested in, it sounds like you want to know how you can help. As a Black woman, from woman to woman, I'm telling you how you can help. You and those who think like you need to start talking to your people and educating them.
That's what I mean. I don't know when you say like me, I don't know what you mean.
Ma'am, I just explained to you what I meant. I literally just broke it down to you. You're here to learn, correct? And trying to get an understanding. Am I not correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been
what I'm trying to
Martin for a while, so I like all of his stuff.
So what I'm trying to explain to you, ma'am, is how you can help. If that's what you want to do, you need to have meetings or however y'all want to do it. Find like-minded people like you and get members of your community together to have discussions about what you all can do to, combat racism coming from you all then. Now, I don't know how y'all would do that or whatever, because some people are just set in their ways.
I want
white friends.
Okay, I want to say something real quick.
It's okay, Martin.
No. You're good. You ain't got to go nowhere. It's cool. You can be silent if you want to.
Listen, I got the gist from the chat.
Okay. All right. Okay. My thing is, okay. Listen, I'm just saying. I did on the opening statement.
Redneck white woman, I guess.
Oh no! Don't start that. Now listen. I did say that.
Did you read your other caller's comments?
Right.
In your other comments?
Let me read it. Okay. All right. Let me say this. You have a white teenager right here on the screen. and you have a black teenager on the screen. So I did say all I welcome in this space. I did say that earlier. We'll hear from some white. We know white people gonna think this way and black people gonna think this way. I said that from the beginning because I'm familiar with stuff like this. This happens all the time. We both see things different. We both see things different. That I did say that. So white people are allowed to come in this conversation because we're talking about a white person that got killed, that lost their life. Also, the black.
I don't care about that idiot.
No. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna diss nobody that's dead.
That white boy deserves exactly what he gets.
Right.
Jail. Hopefully life. In Texas, he should get the death penalty.
Okay. All right.
Outrageous and horrible. But it doesn't matter. You all don't care what we think. Only you. And that's okay. I'll leave and I won't come back.
No, you're welcome back. I didn't tell you.
Mark.
Okay, no problem. All right. We got a couple of callers. Hold on. Let's see what we got in the chat. Okay, we got two people. 9207. Then we got Bill. 9207. Come on, caller. What's your comment?
Hello, Martin. This is Marion.
Hey, Marion.
She asked a question. She wondered what happened before. If you make somebody feel threatened, and he had to be made to feel threatened beforehand in order for him to be carrying a knife on the school premises. If they were bullying him before, then they had to make him feel threatened beforehand. That's what happened before. Since she wants to know what could have happened before, what was their encounters before the stabbing happened. If you if an animal is cornered and cornered enough times, it's gonna come out fighting for its life. If you corner a human being, it's gonna come out fighting for their life. He had that knife for a reason, because if they were bullying him, number one, he was tired of it at this point, and he felt threatened. He felt a need to defend himself. And for her to sit up and say on this station that she hopes that the black boy gets what he deserves. No, the white boy got what he deserved. Because if you're up there bullying somebody and making them feel threatened, then guess what? The tables turned. Because you're going to be held accountable for your actions, but he was held accountable for his actions. So there's no win-win in this. But I hope that the black young man gets a fair trial, and God steps in and does for him what he's not going to be able to do for himself. I do not appreciate her comment, and I hope she's listening. And she can call back in if she want to have a conversation with me, because that was downright disrespectful what her ass said. And she done pissed me off. Talking about she hoped he get what he deserved. No, he was defending himself, fool.
Activist Jackson Smith.
I do not appreciate that. I'm angry about her last comment. And I don't care who she is and who she thinks she is, and if she likes what I'm saying or not. That's the problem. That's why we don't believe nothing they gotta say. Her true colors came out on her last comment. That was her mindset, which all the time. That's all I gotta say, Martin.
Okay,
that pissed me off.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, Bill, you're next. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Martin.
Then we come. Hold on, Bill. Then we come into 2993 after Bill. Just hold on, 2993. We coming to you next. Go ahead, Bill. Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, made a comment about black people gonna see it different than white people.
I said it. I told y'all that.
That last comment that she made showed her true colors and how ugly situations could be. Because not once did anybody black say, even though they believe in their heart that boy had been bullying him, that he got the white boy got Metcalf got what he deserved. Nobody never said that. But here's the thing. I've been listening to the news and on several legacy news, they are painting a picture that the Carmelo is bad. The picture with him with the play gun. I mean, it could have been a paintball gun, as far as anybody knows.
That's what it is.
The thing of it is, he's backed with good grades and never having any incidents with the law. And legacy news are setting the pace to put in any jury mind already to convict that boy. I saw where they brought up the fact that he had been suspended for school for bringing a knife to school. I don't know how true that is. I try to stick to the facts. I never heard anything about him being bullied, even though I do believe he had a reason why he was bringing a knife to school. Not saying in particular to that boy or his twin, but Legacy News is making it seem like the other twin didn't have anything to do with it, and he only came to save his brother. That he had a confrontation with the boy by himself. That's what I'm getting from Legacy News, which raised an eyebrow in what's going on. And you had a very pertinent question. In today's time, with today's kids, somebody is always really willing and ready to film any kind of fight or confrontation, and there's none out there.
No,
which means
I believe it is. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, and I believe it is, and if the investigating police gets that information and never let it get out there, then you'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
It's Legacy News is setting the pace. It's an old trick. We done seen it over and over again to paint this picture of this boy. Now, another thing I want to point out that nobody never mentioned, and they're trying to say that he could have took another way out, and the fact that the Legacy News is reporting that, and sometimes they don't even realize the things that they put out that people could read between them. Now, he came into the tent, and the one twin, supposedly, let them tell it, confronted him. They didn't say attack, confronted him. Now, with that being said, I heard Legacy News said it was a track meet. The twins don't run track. They play football. So he would have more right to
tell the truth
anywhere
and shame
within that field, tent, or whatever over them. It was a track meet. Now, if Legacy News is trying to bull wrangle the reality of what happened and never reveal it, and also law enforcement is doing the same thing, they being complicit, we'll never hear about what's happening. I also saw where Legacy News call themselves painting an ugly picture of the black boy. They interviewed a little white girl, and she said, "I never thought this would happen. He would stab anybody. He got into some fights before, but he don't seem like the type that would stab anybody, but they wanted you to hear the part about he gets into fights."
Mm-hmm. Okay, Bill,
But
let me go to the next
I'm
call.
with you, Martin.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Bill. All right. We go to the next caller. I think that's evangelist or some activist or some 2993. Go ahead. 2993. Go ahead, caller. Thank you for holding.
Hey, Mark, can y'all hear me?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear. Yes.
Okay, so I just seen you the other day at the 7th District Council meeting. This is activist Jackson Smith. He in Chicago with you, brother. You know, you fighting for you crime chaser. I fight for wrongfully convicted innocent torture survivors.
Oh yeah, I know you.
And police accountability. Yeah. So I just want to say you've been on fire the last 2 days since I've been on social media. You know, you've been reporting, things that people need to be aware about. And just speaking about this topic with this young man here in Texas that is sitting in prison for defending himself. And I just want to just tell, people, black people and all that, like the time is now more than ever that we need to rise up. A lot of people think that us rising up, coming out in numbers, it don't make a difference and stuff like that. It does. Because like you said, clear as day, if he don't get a good lawyer, they are going to lose him in the system. They are going to throw the book at him simply because he's black. And I don't want to hear, I hear a lot of people say it's not a race thing and all that. If the shoe was on the other foot and the tables was turned and it happened to him, this wouldn't even be public the way it is. It wouldn't even be trending the way it is because they try to cover it up so much. And just going to an example that I'm seeing floating around social media with the Kyle Rittenhouse, the young man who was out at the 2020 during a demonstration of protesting, where he shot and killed. It's a teenager or whatever. He shot and killed 2 protesters and wounded the 3rd one. And it says, and I quote, it says Kyle Howard Rittenhouse is an American man who shot three men. Who is the 3 men? What race they is? They not going to publicize it. Killing 2 in Kenosha, Wisconsin in August of 2020 during a protest following the police shooting of Jacob Blake. They say Rittenhouse claimed self-defense and the jury found him not guilty of all charges. The judge dismissed a charge of illegal weapon possession by a minor. So when I'm strolling on social media since this incident happened, so many white people, so many extremists, so many people that's racist are trying to tear down this young black man because, quote unquote, he had a knife on the premises and he wasn't supposed to have knife on the premises, whatever the case may be. And a lot of people are speculating. There's a lot of allegations. I haven't seen one post where actually family member or someone from the public actually spoke to the family or the lawyers to find out actual facts or what indeed took place at that track meet or whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, we know that they got our young black boy sitting and rotting in prison right now for defending himself. I also seen the post, Mark, and I cannot find it right now. I've been looking for it for the last couple of hours, but I've been screenshotted earlier. But I've seen a post of other people who's been following these 2 twins and pulling up their history of if they are indeed racist or whatever the case may be. And it was a post that showed from their page that one of the twins, they had their rifle guns and stuff like that, big machine guns and stuff, which they probably is legal in Texas, I guess. But the case may be under that post when they posted their guns and they were standing there, it said that we're waiting for these monkeys to show up or something like that. Now we all know black people what monkeys mean. So if you don't know what monkeys mean, then I don't know what country you was born in. But at the end of the day, a lot of people trying to paint the picture like that young man was in the wrong for defending himself or whatever the case may be. He should not be locked up, being charged for something where where it's clear as day they saying that the boys tried to jump on him or they jumped on him, whatever the case may be. But we know we living in a world where, and nationally,
It's the rate is up when it comes to wrongful convictions, overly sentenced when it comes to our race. So for our people, everybody that want to chime in on your platform, and I thank you for opening up your platform for this. Everybody who wants to voice their opinion, all our people got so much to say. But who really want to get out here in this field, boots on the ground, like you are following and trying to keep people posted, like I am trying to get our people to mobilize against these type of racist attacks that we get on a constant basis. We are in Chicago, $1 billion in for our people, black people, men and women, being wrongfully convicted for decades. And then only time we hear our people want to make noise or fuss about something, or if it makes it to the internet. But every day you are personally trying to educate about different things that's going on in our community, and our people are not showing up. We need to start showing up for each other. We need to start shutting shit down for each other, because long as we keep coming to the internet, coming to these platforms, all we doing is talking, but not about their actions, these people are going to continue to get away with locking us up and throwing away the fucking key, killing us. Police is killing us. White people is killing us. Racism, the change, once they took the change off us, the racism never stopped. It just changed form. These people still been lashing us up. And what are we going to do other than complain and go to social media about this or record each other when we getting harmed by them? We need to rise up and shut this shit down, because they think that it is still okay for them to do anything to us, and it's not. And they use these judicials, the court system, which is rigged. We stand no chance unless we got a good lawyer that we don't pay damn near all of our savings to fight tooth and nail with these people. But again, we just need to wake up, Mark. And again, I thank you for everything. But all our people, we quick to voice our opinions. We need to really come together and unite and shut these streets down until they change laws and until they set everybody free that's been wrongfully convicted, overly sentenced, that's been killed by the police. If these police are not being held accountable, if these white kids are not being held accountable like they try to hold us accountable for the same crimes or taxes that they impose on us that we may impose, then it's not gonna work. Okay. We can go on and on, but until laws and people stand up and really fight for what is due to us, it's gonna keep happening.
All right. Thank you, sister.
And that's all I gotta say.
Thank
that's
you
my
for
piece.
all right, thank you. All right. All right, we got a next caller. Last four digits, 1381. We coming to you, 206. You next, 206. You're next. 1381. Come on, caller. What's your comment or thoughts?
Yeah, my thought is start off with the European woman. You know, I think through the nonsense she was talking in the jump, especially when she indicated that y'all rewind the tape, watch this video again at what the lady said. She said she don't know what to call us. She ain't know what words to use to identify us. Man, y'all call us niggas. Y'all call us black people. Y'all call us Afro-American, Moors, Hebrew Israelites. We'll take any name, you know, because that's what's been given to us. Okay? But the thing is, she ain't know what name, but when at the end, she said that she hope he get the death penalty. She hope he get everything that coming to him. And she identified him as what she identified him as. You see, so, you know, she was sincere in the jump, and I want the people to know that's the kind of picture they play. Everybody want to, like, they got sympathy for us, like the Black Lives Matter, etc., and none of these people got no sympathy or empathy for us. You know, it's a hatred. It's hatred in their nature. And to go into their nature, just like it's loving in our nature. We got to stop being so passive and so easily forgiven, or whatever the case may be, where we up there, ma'am, it ain't no ma'am in her. You know, it's a hatred going on. And to the last sister, yeah, it's other people got boots on the ground. I got boots on the ground. You know, but it ain't just the European that's doing it to us. It's our people too that's standing in the way. It's our people too that's passing laws that trying to manipulate the system to put us in shackles, to put us in the grave, because of the hatred towards each other. Until we start loving one another and
come in unity as one. Ain't none of that gonna change. But it's so much out here and so much confusion and so much hatred. They bringing so much chaos amongst our people. He has the right to stand his ground. He has the right to defend himself. The brother done said his own brother was aggressive in the situation. They got two other witnesses that said how he put his hands on him. It don't matter what he did. He could have been a gangbanger. He could have shot up. And that's another thing. Stop falling into that looking at somebody's past. Everybody can change at a blink of an eye. May Allah willing. You know what I'm saying? A person's past background or whatever it is, let's say he was a drug dealer, killer, shooting up the block, he still had a right to defend himself. It's a such thing as right and wrong. That's what matters. It's a such thing as truth and falsehood. No matter what that brother past was, whether it's good or bad, that doesn't matter. We talk about the incident at hand. He has the right to defend himself.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace. Thank you, brother. Thank you for your comment. All right, we're going to 206 as I promised. I see you 8037. You're next. But right now I got to do 206. 206, what's your thoughts and comments?
Hey, can I be heard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got the stage.
Yeah,
You're
real
live,
quick.
uncut, unedited.
Yes, indeed.
Go ahead.
Man, your show is awesome.
Thank
Let
you.
me make it quick so you can get to the other callers. Let's not forget with this Rittenhouse fool, his Miss Piggy mama knew he had an illegal gun and drove him to Kenosha to shoot somebody. Okay, so a lot of these white animals, they're only reflections of the animals they come from, the parents they come from. The father of this white boy that Anthony stabbed, excuse me, I do believe that he said that he forgave Carmelo Anthony, which is a beautiful thing to hear. But I also believe, I suspect that he did that because he knew his son had issues. And he knew that sooner or later his son was going to F around and find out. And that's apparently what happened. And Martin, you said of all, in this day and age, in 2025, everybody, if a mosquito bites somebody on the shoulder at the beach, there's a cell phone recording what happened. And it's very suspicious. You got all these young people that there's no recording. And I believe there are multiple recordings. Just like there was in the Las Vegas shooting with that fool Paddock up in there. All them people at a concert, there's very little recording of people being shot, but I won't get off the subject. But check this out. Now I'm almost done and I'm gone. Now we know. Look at this Kenosha fool, this Rittenhouse, this George Zimmerman, this Penny on Long Island subway. They said that was self-defense, even though Penny didn't touch nobody. But check it out. Brother Carmelo Anthony, the young brother, only stabbed him once. He didn't go off and stab him 50 times. He stabbed him enough times to get this fool up off of it. Of all the people that I've named, Brother Anthony is the most clear-cut case of self-defense. My last point. The brother was talking about that it was a track meet, and Brother Carmelo Anthony is on the track team. These two fools ain't on no track team. They football players. Doesn't mean that they're not supposed to be there. But somebody, maybe y'all talked about, this is my last point. Maybe y'all talked about this already. Maybe you haven't. But I heard that it was raining that day. And underneath that tent, people were going underneath that tent to get out of the rain. And then this fool, Brother Anthony, came in there to get out of the rain, if that's true. And I keep hearing that it was raining. People were seeking shelter. That this fool tried to push him out into the rain. And what's he supposed to do? Just stand out there because a white boy said so and get rained on? Damn shame, man. Damn shame. I'm glad I missed that white female that was apparently talking smack. I came in just after she got off, and I heard some of the heat afterwards, so I don't blame y'all for going in. And I'll mute my line and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you.
Thank you,
listeners.
All right, thank you. All right, caller, as I promised, 8037, you're live, uncut, unedited. Come on, caller, what's your comment or thoughts?
I think dude was wrong for stabbing him.
Okay, let's hear it.
He should have just fought the boy, and that had been the end of it. He didn't have to go grab his knife, because all the boy did was push him.
Okay. Anybody want to
I
come?
feel bad.
Okay. Okay.
That's what.
Okay. So you say you
Uh,
feel bad for
right. Yeah.
him. Hmm. And you said, th- now, was it wrong for the deceased to put his hand on Anthony Carmelo?
Uh, probably. Yeah.
No, I mean, come on, let's keep it real now. You being honest, and you have a right to your opinion. I respect your opinion and what you think. I really do. But I'm just asking you now. I don't want you to just see things one way. One way. Now we've heard these are just allegations that he's broke the man phone, stepped on it. Him and his brother jumped on him. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I'm just because I live here, in Illinois. I don't live in Texas. So one thing we do know, we have a dead man, a young man, white teenager, stabbed. One time, people? One time. All right. And we have a black young man. Both of these men had it going on. They both were smart, articulate, family loving, no arrests on the black man. So the black young man. So this is not your typical, as I say, career criminal or anything like that. So something to look at, something to think about. Actually, there are no winners in this case. You have a dead young white teenager, and you have a young black teenager in jail. If he don't get the best legal representation, he's gone for a long time. A long time. Now, the only thing that I can, to be honest with you, and I asked the people earlier, I don't know if you was on here, is it illegal to have a knife in school? When I said knife, I'm talking about like a little pocket knife, not big old switchblade along none. And everybody said that yes, Martin, it's illegal for you to have a weapon in school on school grounds. Now, we can't get around that if he had a weapon. And I know the weapon was there for him to protect himself. He must have felt threatened or something. Now, the white guy, he had a chance to walk away, not pick with him. The black guy also had a chance to get up and move. They both had some account. We got to hold both of them with some accountability. One is dead now. One is alive. All right. And you said in your own words that you feel bad for the white person that got killed, and you should, because there's no winners. I hate to see anybody lose their life over something that could have been avoided. And this situation could have been avoided. Unfortunately, both of these young men, they're smart, articulate. One was a track person, one was a football player. But according to what's being said, he was being bullied. And you know what can happen sometimes when you bully? Sometimes a student come to school and shoot the school up. We've seen it happen all across America. And I'm not trying to influence what you think, and I'm not mad at you. I understand, I respect your opinion, but I want you to see both sides of the coin. That's it. Both sides. But go ahead, my brother, 8037. You want to say anything else? Go ahead. You're welcome. I just want to put that out there to you.
I might say that the black guy went there looking for trouble.
Okay.
And it,
Well, I'll say this.
That's what they think.
Who was the aggressor? Did they say who was the aggressor? The aggressor?
Yeah, I think he said a white dude was.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a sure sign. That's a sure sign that something not right. If he was the aggressor. Yeah. So hey.
Yeah.
Then I heard that they said the black guy said that don't touch me, some of you're gonna find out if you move me or something like that. I might not be quoting it right, but this is saying. So it's a lot of people feel like you feel, my brother, 8037. A lot of people feel you the same way what you feel. So I'm not mad at nobody. But I want them to see both sides, And listen, I feel bad for. I gave my condolences to the young man that got killed, to his family. I try to be. I'm reporting on this. I'm trying to be fair, but I understand we live in the world of full of hate. And when they don't get their way, they're going to demonize and try to make this young man, this black man, look super bad. Now, he stabbed him. It was only one stab. I guess he stabbed him to get him off of him. Whatever. Now, he shouldn't have had a weapon. The weapon was in his book bag. He pulled it out. I don't know how long the knife was, or I have no idea. There's no winners. No, none at all, brother. None at all. So, it is what it is. Sometimes sometimes we open up a door we can't close, or we write a check that our behind can't cash. And it happens. We can't start something in the beginning and play victim. And I always tell the young people in the street, I always tell them, just as much as you're ready to kill, you better be ready to die. And I tell people that all the time. There are some people out here, they are just as ready as you are. Right? And that's real talk. Somebody said they just sent me a video, Martin. It was Love Vern Day. I just sent you the video of the twin brother admitting to his brother being the aggressor. Okay. Now, what if he could have just walked away and then not said anything to him? Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm just saying, the person, the deceased. Yeah. Now, did you know? Let me ask you a question. You know that the young teenagers don't have no record of being locked up or nothing like that, do you?
No.
Mm-mm. Okay. Lola said, hold on, let's see some. Lola Smith said, there is a interview with the twin brother, and he admitted on camera there was a confrontation. There was a confrontation. So it's more and more coming. I guarantee you, people, take my word, all the young people, and nobody got no cell phone footage, but when it pop up, it's going to tell a different story that we've been told. Watch. I guarantee you that. You sent it in Messenger. Okay, let me see. Yeah. So, young man, anything else you want to think of?
Yeah, I've been in a lot of situations like that.
And what did you do?
Well, I either fought or called the police.
Okay. Why did you fight? You just stayed there and let them beat you up.
I didn't. I was mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any other time I called the police.
Mm-hmm.
I was jumped on 93rd Cottage Grove last year around this time. And
Okay.
when I saw one of the guys 2 months later, I called the police. Took him into custody.
Okay.
So that's how I deal with situations like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a girl pull a gun on because I called her a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe in self-defense?
Yeah.
How? Tell me. What's self-defense to you?
Attacking the person after you threaten.
Okay. So if a person threatens you, you got the right to attack them. Is that what you're saying? That's self-defense?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that's self-defense, bro. I don't think that's self-defense.
That's how I feel. That's how this country fights wars, and one of somebody I associate with, that's how he fight. I call it pro-action.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So if a person walk up to you and put his hands on you and you fight back, what is that?
That's self-defense.
Okay. Okay. Do you see anything wrong with that?
Nah.
Okay. Do you believe that's a given right that a man should be able to, if cats got claws and dogs got teeth to bite, they should be able to use them to defend themselves, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just hold on for a minute. Let me go to the next call. I got another caller now. Okay. All right. I got another caller. Thank you for your comment, though, sir. I appreciate you. This ain't your first time call. I recognize the voice.
Actually, Jasmine Smith.
Okay, Jasmine. She called back again. Come on, Jasmine. Come on.
Hey, Mark. So, can you hear me, Mark?
I hear you loud and clear. Yes, I do. I hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, that's because I've just been sitting here listening to all of the other callers, and it's the question of, and I heard you asking about, like, do people believe in self-defense? And I just don't want our people, like, to shy away from the facts, right? So
Right.
we know that this young man, and like you said, speaking of, this young man doesn't have a background. He has a clear record of being an athlete player, top GPA, things of this nature. So we have to step away from what the propaganda is and what's being put out there to make it seem like he was in the wrong for whatever he did. Now, if a person is a scholar student, a good student, he ain't out here doing his thing for us athlete-wise and all that, and he brings a knife to school or to a meeting or whatever the case may be, it's a reason why he did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got pictures circulating that him and the twins knew each other. You got pictures. I don't know if it's Photoshop. We don't know. We just know what we seeing circulating on the internet. But from what I've seen, it's pictures with him and these twins as if they all were friends because they went to the same school or whatever the case may be. They live in the same town, know each other, whatever the case may be. But the thing is, no matter what it is, if they jumped on him, like you asked the question, like, what do people believe in self-defense? I'm 35 years old and I live in Chicago. And I tell our people all the time, and I respect that man who said, like, it's crime, like we bringing crime against each other, and we got people, elected officials or other people in those powers to be that's trying to nail black people to the cross and all of that, lock us up and all that. I don't disagree with none he's saying because I'm fighting against these elected officials every day that's selling us out. But the thing is, when it comes to a situation like this, we have to stand 10 toes behind each other because no one really knows the actual facts. We are not lawyers, we are not judges, and we damn for sure are not the witnesses that was there. Now, people are saying that it wasn't no witness that came from. You best believe the police out there and the state attorneys that's out there are talking to all of those kids that was around this incident and telling them not to say a thing because they trying to paint whatever story they want to paint to nail that black man to the cross. And then you best believe that he felt threatened for whatever reason may be for him to be carrying a weapon. And when people trying to say a knife, okay, he carried a knife. How about that's a free state to carry a gun? So a knife and a gun are both deadly weapons. Those teenage boys carry guns. His family probably had a gun and all of that. We got to understand if that boy, and it's clear as day, something was wrong. Something went wrong where he felt he had to protect himself. And if a person run up on me, I tell people all the time while I'm out here fighting, trying to protect our kids, trying to get our men and women out of prison and all that. I'm not the person that you want to be in tour with. I'm for all of us. But if you run up on me, you want to regret that you ran up on me. And the person said that he should have just fought hands up. We don't know what people are carrying nowadays. People don't fight fair no more. This ain't back in the day. Like I said, I'm 35 years old. I grew up in an era where we went fist to fist. That stuff is gone out of the window now. These women, these boys are pulling out guns with the fastness, pulling out knives with the quickness, mason, all type of stuff. So I'm going to do whatever I need to do to save my life. No matter what I'm carrying, whatever the case may be, you going to get a fault for me. Period, point blank. So people trying to make it seem like what he should have done and how he should have done it. If a person is attacking me, I'm going to do everything in my power to save my life. And if that means stabbing you, shooting your ass down, macing you to get you up off of me. That's what's going to have to happen. Because you should have never ran up on me in the first place, especially if I'm a person that's just out here like I'm not bothering nobody.
Okay, hold it right there. I got to.
I just don't want our people to take away from that. Like, don't take away from this young man. We don't know the true story.
Hold it, young lady. Let me play this video. I got it on mute. Hold on. Let me get the sound. Yeah, here I am again.
He started getting aggressive and talking reckless.
Let's start it back. This is the twin brother talking.
This kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." And he's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So just that's just what I saw. And I tried to help him, but
it was just senseless.
It was really senseless. Really, I don't know why a person would do that to someone just over that little argument. It's just crazy in this world nowadays how people just up and do that. Like that man has a family. That man has people that care about them all the time, and he did everything for our family too. He was a strong man. He was a strong kid.
Let me hear it again because I missed it. I want to hear it. Make sure I'm hearing right. Okay, let me play it one more time.
There was this kid. Before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." And he's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So just that's just what I saw. And I tried to help him, but
it was just senseless.
It was really senseless. Really, I don't know why a person would do that to someone just over that little argument. It's just crazy in this world nowadays how people just up and do that. Like that man has a family. That man has people that care about them all the time, and he did everything for our family too. He was a strong man. He was a strong kid.
All right.
There was this kid.
Now look at that, Mark.
Yeah.
My thing is, he just admitted. Guess what the court's gonna do to our young black man? They're gonna take away all of that. That this twin brother admitted that his brother was aggressive and grabbed on him and all that. They're gonna take that away. And they still gonna try to convict that young black man for a murder, other than agreeing with him that it was self-defense. And that's the world that we living in. So when all these people getting up here trying to voice their opinion, what we want to do to save that young black man and his future that he worked hard for, that his family probably worked hard for him to be successful at the age that he was at in high school, but have to deal with these people that don't white people, them privileged young boys. Like it's just crazy, and our people want to deflect. Don't deflect away from what the facts is. They did what they did because they felt like they got the power to do what they did. They tried to kick him. He say his brother trying to tell him to move. Who is you to tell me to move? We in the same school, we the same age. You ain't my mama, you my daddy. But because you white, you feel like, and I'm black, and they, like I said, it's pictures showing that they was all friends. That's circulating on social media. So they probably tried to pull let's treat this black nigger. And that's exactly what I'm going to say, because that's what they probably tried to do with him. They probably tried to pull it on him before, and he already knew to be prepared if they tried to mess with him again. Ain't nobody, I ain't going to hear that. Ain't nobody, they need to free him immediately, and I'm with whoever and whatever when y'all ready to rally in his name for them to let him go, because they let their people go in a second when they do it to us. So let him go just like y'all let y'all people go.
Okay. I'm going to go down and listen to hear my people talk. Then I'm going to close. Thank you so much, sister. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm going to get ready to close out. I appreciate you. All right. 206, you there? 206. What's your comment and thoughts about this video?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
Did
me?
you? Yeah. Did you hear that video?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard it. That's
So what's your
that's the twin brother talking.
right?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
Well, I get the feeling that when I hear this little, I won't say he's whimpering, but he's in mourning. His twin brother was killed. But I keep hearing, like the father, that this brother knew that his deceased twin brother was a bully. And it almost sounds to, well, I mean, I'm reading into it a great deal, so I'll preface anything that I'm going to say by saying that he probably bullied the surviving twin brother. This kid was a bully. The father forgave the young brother for stabbing him because he knew his son was a bully. If that's true, then I'm sure that the brother knew. And he said at the end, if I heard him correctly, I'll say this and I'm done. But he said at the end something to the effect of referring to his brother. He did everything he could for the family. And then he said, it's a shame he did this to the family, or it's a shame that he did this to us. And I'm like, wait a minute, are you talking about your brother? As in, if he wasn't aggressive toward this young fella, the grieving that your family's going through, you wouldn't be going through that now? Is that, I don't know if I heard him correctly. You don't have to play it again, but I'll find that clip and I'll listen to it again. That sounds like what he's saying. He's kind of laying the onus on his brother's aggressiveness. That's what I think. Thanks for asking.
All right. I'm going to the next caller. Mute that. Okay. Bill, you're next. Go, Bill. What you got to say about that, Bill?
Yeah. The legacy news, I've seen that same clip, and one of the news guys asked who was in the background. Was it was it the mother's husband? And she said no. So it had to be somebody as far as a family member, because she never said who it was, the mother. But she said she could not forgive Anthony for what he did. And it's a separation between the mother and the father. Like someone said, I believe the father is forgiven off the bat because he knows his son. He did say it wasn't racism, so if he forgave, it could be because he knows how aggressive and a bully that his son is. Now, people saying Anthony, all the stuff that he should have did, walked away or whatever, but in the heat of a moment, and somebody that aggressive is attacking you or confronting you, you can't call the teacher. If a teacher or authority figure was there, they should have saw it. So I assume there was no authority figure there. And he did what he had to do because, as you know, Martin, you've been chasing crime, and no crime better than the average person, better than some profilers. Most cases, when somebody stabs somebody, if it's total intent, they stab you multiple times. You heard people getting stabbed 20, 30, 40 times when there's intent. One poke usually is to get somebody up off of you. And they also said that Legacy News that he ran, but he didn't leave. And when the police got there, he told them what he did, but they added on that he threw the knife away. He threw the knife like he was hiding the evidence in the bleachers. So I see them trying to have their way with him, man. It's nothing out the ordinary. And I also agree with Sarge to a certain degree. With you said it's not a civil case. No, it's not at this point, but it is, because if he's not being, they're not investigating this the way they should, then his rights are being violated. If they holding back evidence, you said it, Martin. This classic case, it's always a camera going. just by chance, if there wasn't a camera going and somebody filming it, and it just happened so fast, where are the students that was there? Why haven't anybody interviewed them immediately? Now they might come out later with one or two students to nail a cross into the case against Anthony, but at this point, I believe that they took any cameras and told them not to say anything, because in order for them to say that, because the witnesses probably told the truth, that he approached him and the whole story, and they don't want it to be out. That's all I got to say.
Okay, thank you, Bill. All right, we're going to okay, Bill, we love Bill. All right, we're going to 6544. 6544, your last closing comments, and 6544, last four digit. Hey, go ahead, my sister.
So I don't even know where to begin with this, because the bottom line is, I was reading not too long ago, I was just reading some comments or whatever, and we know that MAGA supporters are all over this story. This one white chick, her name is Megan. I don't remember her last name because I was just glazing through what was being said. Just calling this young man all kind of niggers, and supporting, calling black folks who supporting this young man niggers, this, that, and the other. And the attacks is only going to get worse. The sister that was just on and saying black folks need to come together and that and the other, I agree with her. But as a side note to that, on a mental level, on a mind level, we've been neutralized. We've been neutralized. So I don't even see us coming together, because some of us have gotten in bed with white supremacy. So I don't see that happening. I don't see the uprising. I hate to be pessimistic, and I could be dead wrong. This is something that I'm hoping that I'm dead wrong on. But on a mental level, we have been neutralized when it comes to dealing with these people in this country. I will say I do agree that with all this, in the day and age of social media and people pulling out their phones to record, they probably are going to try to suppress a lot of video evidence that can vindicate this young man. And I really don't trust the state of Texas to force officials to release those videos. I really don't. So, but that remains to be seen. But I really do hope that this young man prevails in this situation, because based on what I've seen, and I don't get my news from Legacy News. If you know Legacy News doesn't always tell the truth, then it doesn't make any sense to watch them. But from independent sources, by all accounts, the attorney that they did obtain for this young man did put out a statement. I believe you all can go on Atlanta Black Star on Instagram, and there's a couple more I can't remember offhand. I'll try to put them in the comments as they come to me. But the lawyer did put out a statement and laid out some of what happened. And by all accounts, as of this evening, they did raise over $300,000 for this young man's defense.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
So,
let me say something real quick. Love Vernday said, I'm reading that the principal has voluntarily resigned from his position, apparently because Carmelo had previously reported the two brothers and their friends for bullying. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Mm-mm-mm.
There you go. Okay, go ahead, my dear sister. You can close it out, and I'm go to the next caller. You done?
Well, it's just with that, even with all of that, those state officials are still going to try to fight that, to try to do everything they can to convict this boy. And it's going to it remains to be seen how that situation is going to play out because of who's in control now. There's no telling where this case is going to be. I'm just hoping that he's able to withstand his charges, and I'll just end it there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, OJ 281.
Hey,
281, my bro, 281.
Go ahead, man. Say something, bro.
281. Go ahead, y'all.
sound like that's the case.
That's he talking to me, B-Red. He wants your last comments.
Oh, I
Go ahead, bro. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. 281. I don't hear anything. You guys are still there? I don't hear anything. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one.
Hold on a second, Martin.
Okay. All right, come on with it now. I'm trying to get out of here. All right. Y'all come on with it now.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me at all?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah, go ahead. Come on with it.
It's still coming. Oh, okay. I don't have a lot to say on the end part of that. If there was that report, that's their case. Simple as that. That will give him what he needs to put up a good defense. And it's got to be like she said. That's all I have. Y'all have a good night.
Okay, you too. All right. Okay, 9433. Go ahead.
The first one might have resigned, but he still got to testify, Martin. I hope that he get his justice because he was bullied. And a person could only bully a person for so long. And to that woman that made that comment about she hope he gets what he deserves. No. I know God sit here and look down low, and they always try to demonize us. But all we got to do is stick together. We some strong people. And once we come together as one, they really gonna hate us. So I'm gonna pray that he get his justice.
Okay. Thank you. All right. We're going to Sergeant. Is that DJ Leonard? 912.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Okay,
Hey, Leonard. What's your DJ name in the street?
Leonard Remix.
Okay, that's how I want to know. Cause Art know you, my buddy. Oh, he know you. He was talking about you one day. I said, man, that's Sergeant. Yeah, Remix. Go ahead.
Yeah. We was on this Memphis chat. Now, the thing to get me is this. Now, all this talk about earlier, and I'm gonna be brief. I'm gonna hit bullet points only. They talking about Kyle Rittenhouse on your show. Kyle Rittenhouse didn't kill or shoot anybody black. They were all white. I bring up a black man, Ahmaud Arbery, in Georgia, that was killed by whites. The proof is right there. People are confused with what I'm talking about when I'm talking about, hey, this versus that. Where are all the doggone black faces in high places to defend this young brother in Texas that was defending himself? I say that people have a problem with it. I don't understand it. How can black people say, well, we come together and we stick together and we do this and we so strong, but the minute I say, where's his soldiers to help him? These black faces in high places, the Al Sharptons, the Benjamin Crumps, the Jesse Jacksons, all of the Angela Rye, all of these people that always are on TV talking all this talk. They need to go and defend this brother. Go help him. You know, everybody want to yell Black Lives Matter, but it only happens when it's somebody white killing somebody black. But when somebody black need help, well, you know they racist, and you know how them racists be, and this and that. That's the wrong answer, Martin. That's the total wrong answer. And all I'm trying to do is wake people up to the fact that, look, stop saying you 10 toes down standing on business when you ain't 10 toes down standing on business. It starts with the mindset, okay? If you have a common enemy, or you think this is the common enemy, if you can't think like the enemy, you can't defend yourself against the enemy. That's the reason I don't get in doggone mess like a lot of people get into, because I know how the enemy thinks, and I think just like they do. That's the reason I could sidestep the mud holes and not step on them landmines. See, and that's all I can say. Just, man, Kyle Rittenhouse, yeah, that statement, that soliloquy, it was real cute on the show tonight. But Kyle Rittenhouse did not kill one single black person, and the one that was wounded was not black. You can read the names. I'll put them in the chat. Come on now.
All right.
Make it make sense.
All right, DJ. All right. Okay. Marcus, you my last person. Come on, Marcus, you my last person. Last person, I'm out of here. I've been on here 2 hours and something. Marcus probably got me on mute. Come on, Marcus. 94-49. All right, well, while Marcus coming, so far they have raised $200 and some thousand and $179. The goal is $300,000. So y'all see it right there. Help Carmelo official fund. Okay. Let's see if I got anything in black people don't get the same grace. Like I said before, we have been mentally neutralized. I am 10 toes down and my assault weapon in the ready position. All right, Howard. Yeah, all right. Black people don't get the same thing. Okay. Sarge is on point. Okay. All right. Well, you already know what it is. What is it? Live, what? Uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. I love being black. I love being black. I love being black. Thank y'all so much. Go in peace. Thank you for spending time with me tonight. I appreciate you. Make sure you like the video. Like the video, people. Like the video. Share the video. Tag someone in the video. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.